Good morning, everybody. Looks like I'm getting ready to go. There's Staying Bear Hostel. I'm getting ready to walk down this road and get onto the trail. Got my rain gear. It's been raining all night and raining a little bit this morning. Hopefully I could take it off quick. We'll see down the road. This is an interesting one I just came across on the trail. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's still probably climbing out a little bit. It looks like a patch of some sort. But I'm supposed to hit max patch today. I don't think this is it. Because I'm still a ways away. This morning is a 6-mile climb up to about gain of 6,000 feet. Not sure. I do notice that the temperature is definitely dropping down a little bit. Anyway, very, very interesting. Definitely a patch of some sort. I'm following the little Appalachian Trail marks. Just keep going down the road. If this is, would be nice if it was sunny out. I could enjoy this, I'm sure. Maybe even dry out a little bit. All right. Unfortunately, we don't always get what we want going down the trail. It's pretty foggy out. This is the trail to Max Patch. Not gonna get any views today. Okay guys, looks like I did make it to Max Patch, and you can maybe see it going all the way around. Not much visibility today, kind of robbed, but I think coming up here, the sun tried to poke through a couple times and I was really hoping, but not today. Well, I guess I'll have to come down here on my own time some other time. I'm down the trail to the next shelter. It's only a couple miles away. Just getting off of Max Patch, back on the trail. Sometimes they put these protections around certain areas. See here, they got barbed wire fence, but also they have these gates that animals can't figure out, so you can go through those. I also noticed another area where they were protecting trees. It was pretty interesting, and they had gates and wired fences in the Smoky Mountains. Anyway, more protection gates. Maybe that's because of the road, or there's a lot of cattle around here. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think I can get through those gates and on the trail back to the shelter. It's not too far from here, I don't think. Good morning, y'all. It is Wednesday. I think it's the 27th. It is a beautiful day. Yes, that is sun I see. This morning I woke up in a shelter. There was frost covering the food bag, which was hanging on a bare cable. So definitely still cold here, but remember I was just not too far from the top of a mountain where it was Max Patch, and there was snow up there on Max Patch. I did see some snow. Today I'm hiking, potentially, 17.7 down into Hot Springs. Oh, it's a beautiful hike. It's going to be getting down lower in elevation, but we're also going to have a couple ups. Beautiful. Walking along a stream. Anyway, I got to thinking about what would I do different if I started again all over again, and I started in February. And I think knowing that I have a 20-degree underquilt for my hammock, I don't think that's sufficient for these earlier months. I think I would probably go to a tent and bring a pad. A lot of times I'm not wanting to sleep in the shelters because I have such a really thin little pad that I brought just to put underneath my hammock to put my feet on something nice other than wet ground. I'm probably going to be sending that home. I did buy another pad, and it's on the way. It'll be delivered in Hot Springs when Steven comes see me. And I think once it is warmer again, I'll definitely go full-time hammock. I'm a devout hammock person. It's just that it is sometimes a little cold out there when you don't have proper equipment. So there's a few other things I'd change, but I'll maybe cover that later. I'm really concerned with hammock, so that's why I'm pushing on today to 17.7, so I can get down into Hot Springs, and then I'll spend some zeros. Unfortunately, I have been spending quite a bit of zeros. It's just that I'm planning to meet my friend Steven and his brother Doug. We're going to be meeting in Hot Springs, and he's going to be delivering some stuff, and then we're going to have a little fun. But you know, when you make a commitment like that, it does really kind of mess around with your schedule. You can't always plan out a month in advance, but it is what it is. And after Hot Springs, I'll probably be taking fewer zeros, but an occasional zero. Probably more just to hit a hostel, get a good night's sleep, and then get out and hike in the morning. And I think that once the weather warms up, it's going to change too. So I feel if you had to take zeros and you had to take some downtime, probably better to do it in the cold. I'm still making a lot more mileage than people are already just starting, or people that started in the middle of March. I'm way ahead of them too. So anyway, I think I'll try to get some stuff when I get down into Hot Springs and show you more of the zero life and having fun. But remember, that's not all what it is. It's not all fun and games. I'm sure that the 17.7 mile hike today isn't going to be too easy. But we'll see when it's... I know that last 3 miles or so is downhill. So just a couple of climbs today. And interesting trail. All right. We'll be getting back to you. See you down the trail. All right, so there's a big climb out of Lemon Gap. Only to come up to this. Haven't seen you yet, but it looks like another bald. Wow. A lot of balds in this area towards Hot Springs. I think it's because some of this land was privately owned, and they cleared most of it for cattle. But once they either got the land back from the appellation, or they just maintained it even as private property as a bald. Anyway, oh, even sun feels good. Ah, nice climb though. Worked up a little sweat. Hope I don't sweat too much, I'll get cold. Be a great place to take a little nap. Not gonna happen. Oh, I don't know if I get the views over here. It's behind me. Some views, not too much. Almost to the top. They want you to walk down this little gully. It's always so muddy. Alright, I have a feeling it's going to be a downhill trek for a little bit. As soon as I get to the top. Whew. I know if I turn this off right now, some of you are going to say, why didn't you leave it to the top? So I'll leave it just a few more moments. There's a fellow hiker up there. California, the surfing dude. Just chilling out. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off now. Here on a break with California surfing man. Is it
California surfer dude?
Surfing dude. Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to pack up to go. Where are you from?
South Carolina, Charleston.
Oh wow. What the hell is California all about?
That's what some people were calling me before I even met them.
All right.
And I thought it was funny, so I just stuck with it.
Well, I just met him yesterday, so he's doing about the same speed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up to you, but anyway.
You will. There's a lot of downhill today, so.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, I'm going down to Hot Springs. You're stopping short?
I think I'm going to push through. And go.
Are you going to push through? All right. Well, good. Well, we'll see you down there. Maybe we can get a hamburger or something together.
Sweet.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Definitely getting into some lower elevations. Look at all this muck in the trail. Got more laurels. Just seems like the heat went up, way up. So this morning when it was probably in the low 30s, I've climbed down quite a bit, and it feels like in the 60s right now. Starting to shed clothes because it is very, very hot for me. Not looking forward to those big 80s and 90s and 100s in the summer, but hopefully I'll get past the mid-states and up north before it starts to get really hot. Anyway, like I said, it's just a little bit different scenery. Much more laurels. Very pretty. All right. All right, walking down to Hot Springs. Got a few views here. Not too bad. Temperature's way up. Not too far out of the next campsite. maybe a mile or so. So I get about 4 more miles for the day. It's maybe almost 3 o'clock. Should be pretty quick, mostly downhill. Notice I didn't say all downhill. Learning. All right. Sure is a big change from the freezing. Now I'm going to be getting into the shorts before long. Anyway, I'm out. So right over there is where you come in off the trail. Comes down the mountain down there. And as you get off the trail, you come right down here and it's to the Laughing Heart Hostel. They have laundry machines out here. They've got a nice sitting area over there. The proprietaries, they actually stay in here. And that's where they're, this is the hostel itself. Good morning.
Hi there, what are you doing?
I'm doing a little tape of the hostel here.
So am I on film now?
Yes, you are.
Sweet.
All right.
Well, Mr. Ugg was a big problem, I'm telling you.
Oh,
No.
wait a second. He's not a problem.
No, it's not a problem.
Here's
Happy that he's here.
Here's the little kitchen area you got. Have a little microwave. You have some rooms that are private rooms. You got 2 bathrooms, one here and one on the other side over there. And like I said, you got a private room if you want one. They're about $35, but they got loaner clothes here.
Doubles are 15 or 50. Double beds are 50.
Double beds are 50. And in the bunk in here, you can get a bunk for $20. Basically, use your sleeping bag and your own, no sheets or anything like that. They do have a little TV on this side over here. You can watch DVDs. But pretty comfortable. Not too far from house or from the home.
Oh.
Hola. Got some postcards sent from previous hikers.
Having the teaser of seeing it as you hike down.
So I'm walking down the street here. Pretty cool. This is the actual AT. You can see the symbol going down into Hot Springs. I'm with California Surfer Dude today. Woo! And we're just gonna go check out. I'm actually staying up the hill. It's a Laughing Heart Hostel, but it's the first place you come to right off the Appalachian Trail. But small town, but they got just about everything that we need here. They got a Dollar General, couple of restaurants, and a couple beer places. Oh, and an outfitter, right?
Yeah.
An outfitter, and I think that's about all we need. But let me keep this on for just a couple seconds here so we can get around the corner. Or not. Yeah, see this. Which one?
The research center right here.
Oh, right here?
My blue might be in here.
Hey everybody, I'm here in Hot Springs Campground. I've got my buddy Steven and his brother Doug over here. They're staying. They came down here to visit. We're having a grand old time. We did some driving around the country today and just looked at land and went on these back roads. It was a lot of fun. So I've had a good couple down days and really relaxed. And tomorrow I'll be back on the trail again. So tonight, get a couple more rum and cokes in me, and then we'll be on the road. And then, but we've had a nice bunch of firewood over there, and we've had some great campfires. The temperature is unbelievable down here in Hot Springs.
75.
It was this morning. We woke up, it was only 50, but it was great, and it got all the way up to 75 today. So it's been a wonderful day. Even in the mountains when we were driving around, it was probably 70 degrees. So, Steven, say hi.
Hey!
Oh, turn around and say hi.
Hey, say hello with your head.
Okay.
Put nice in the cooler because we have to keep our vitamin drinks nice and cool.
Smoothies.
Smoothies. Only smoothies for the
all right.
best.
All right.
With rum
Hey,
and whiskey.
I'm happy you guys came down. Believe me, it's been a grand old
Oh, it's been a
time.
fantastic time.
Grand old time. Anyway,
Time to shower.
I just wanted to let people know before I hit the road again. I'm done with my zeros. It's time to do some hiking. All right, I'm gone. So this other video, I kind of want to just preface it. I did when I started this hike. You know, several years ago, I watched a bunch of YouTubes, and there was a couple of gentlemen that I did want to see on the trail. And I finally came into, you know, when I had the trail angels give me some of the food in the trail, you know, and some of that food on the trail, and the two people that I wanted to see were Fresh Ground and Jimmy. Jimmy is not necessarily a trail angel in a sense he's giving food out, but he certainly does a lot of slack packing, and he does give out some food sometimes, but also he just he helps out the hikers wherever possible. Him and his wife, I believe, and so I had heard from Tailgater the other day that Fresh Ground was at one of the gaps that I came down to, and Lemon Gap actually. And I was really looking forward, and I had heard, and that was that really rainy day, and as I came down to Lemon Gap, he was not there. So I continued to go down. I climbed up one more mountain, and then I went down to Laughing Heart Hostel. And while I was at Laughing Heart Hostel, I found out that, no kidding, Fresh Ground was there. So I didn't get Trail Magic right there at Laughing Heart until the next morning. Fresh Ground got up and made everybody breakfast. It was wonderful, and just so you know, here's a picture of Fresh Ground. So after Fresh Ground had fed us breakfast and everything, I told him, I said, hey, I only really want to see a couple people on the trail. It would help me make my trip and my adventure complete. And I told him that I really wanted to meet Jimmy and I believe. And he said, well, they're in town. So I called him up. I sent him a text message, but he didn't answer me. But Fresh Ground called him up, and Jimmy and his wife came right over to the hostel, and he did a little interview with me, and I got to talk to him. Great people. But anyway, I just wanted to say that it was kind of neat, and I think that's part of my hike. I enjoyed the just talking with them, and just want to also include the picture of Jimmy and I believe here as well. So after that, I'm going to continue on with this rest of this 3 or 4 day journey, and this is my number 9 video. All right.